Hey there, health seekers. You're at the grocery store, scanning the aisles, and you grab a low-fat yogurt, thinking you're doing your heart a solid. Or maybe you've swapped your morning buttered toast for a heart-healthy spread that's basically a chemistry experiment. Less fat, better heart, right? Well, not so fast. What if I told you that those low-fat choices might actually be sabotaging your heart health? Yeah, it's a lot to wrap your head around. Today we're diving deep into the dangerous truth about low-fat diets, why they took over the world, how they can harm your heart, and what you can do to eat smarter, not harder. Stick with me for about 13 minutes and I'll share real stories, break down the science in plain English, and give you a practical, heart-friendly eating plan you can start today. Let's jump in. Let's rewind to 1998. My Aunt Karen was the poster child for low-fat living. Her kitchen was like a fat-free museum. Shelves stocked with low-fat salad dressings, skim milk, and those weird crumbly cookies that tasted like regret. She'd wave her spoon of fat-free yogurt like it was a magic wand for health. "Fat's the enemy, kid," she'd tell me, convinced she was dodging heart disease with every bite. Fast forward to her 50s, and she's sitting in her doctor's office, shell-shocked. Her cholesterol's through the roof, her triglycerides are a mess, and her heart's sending warning signals. "How is this possible?" she asked. "I've been eating low-fat for years." Sound familiar? Maybe you've been there too, avoiding avocados, saying no to nuts, or feeling guilty about a pat of butter, all because you thought it was the healthy choice. Aunt Karen's story hit me like a ton of bricks, and it's why I'm here talking to you. Low-fat diets aren't the heart-saving miracle we were promised. Let's figure out why. Flashback to the 80s and 90s, fat was the ultimate bad guy. Doctors, TV ads, even your gym teacher were shouting, "Cut the fat, save your life." The logic seemed ironclad. Fat clogs your arteries, so eating less fat means fewer heart attacks. It started in the 1970s when studies linked saturated fat to heart disease. By 1980, the U.S. government rolled out dietary guidelines pushing low-fat eating as the gold standard. Food companies smelled the payday and went wild, churning out fat-free versions of everything: cookies, ice cream, even cheese that tasted like plastic. By 1990, surveys showed nearly 80% of Americans were trying to eat less fat. It wasn't just a trend, it was a cultural tidal wave. Aunt Karen was all in, and so were millions of others. Grocery stores were packed with neon labels screaming low fat like it was a ticket to immortality. People ditched eggs for sugary cereals, swapped olive oil for chemical-laden dressings, and avoided nuts like they were poison. The problem, these diets didn't just cut fat. They slashed all fats, including the ones your heart needs to thrive. And when you take out fat, something's got to fill the gap. Spoiler, it's usually sugar or refined carbs, and that's where things get messy. Let's dig into the risks. So, what's the big deal? Why can low-fat diets hurt your heart? I'm not here to drown you in science jargon, so let's break it down like we're grabbing coffee together. Here are the 5 key ways overly strict low-fat diets can backfire, backed by research and explained simply. 1. They load you up on sugar and carbs. Fat makes food taste good. When you strip it out, companies add sugar or refined carbs to keep you eating. Check the label on that fat-free yogurt. Some pack 20 grams of sugar per cup, about the same as a candy bar. Those sugar spikes send your blood sugar on a roller coaster, causing inflammation and boosting triglycerides, a type of fat in your blood tied to heart disease. A 2010 study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that swapping fats for refined carbs increased heart disease risk by up to 30%. That's not a small deal. It's a wake-up call. 2. You miss out on heart-healthy fats. Not all fats are villains. Your heart needs fats like omega-3s, found in salmon, walnuts, chia seeds, or flax seeds, to reduce inflammation and keep your arteries flexible. Cut these out, and you're leaving your heart vulnerable. Research from the Journal of the American Heart Association shows low omega-3 levels are linked to higher heart attack risks. Yet low-fat diets often treat all fats like they're the same, tossing out the good with the bad. 3. They tank your good cholesterol. HDL, or good cholesterol, is like your blood's cleanup crew, clearing out the gunk that clogs arteries. But when you slash fat too much, HDL takes a nosedive. A 2016 meta-analysis in The Lancet found that super low-fat diets lowered HDL in over 60% of people studied. Lower HDL means less protection for your heart, like firing your security team in a sketchy neighborhood. 4. Nutrient deficiencies creep in. Fats aren't just for flavor. They help your body absorb vitamins like A, D, E, and K, all crucial for heart health. Go too low on fat, and you might miss out on vitamin D, which studies in circulation link to better heart function. Fat-free processed foods also tend to lack the nutrients whole foods provide, leaving you running on fumes. It's like trying to drive a car without oil. Things start breaking down. 5. They can mess with your hormones. Fats are building blocks for hormones that regulate everything from stress to metabolism. Skimp on them, and you might throw your system out of whack, which can indirectly stress your heart. A 2014 study in nutrition research found that very low-fat diets disrupted hormone balance in some participants, leading to higher stress markers linked to heart issues. Let me tell you about Mike, a guy I met at a community health talk last year. He's 42, a dad of 2, and a total fitness buff. Think protein shakes, marathon training, the works. For years, he was hardcore on his low-fat diet. Breakfast was egg whites, lunch was a fat-free turkey sandwich on white bread, and dinner was plain chicken breast with steamed veggies. No oil, no nuts, no avocados. He thought he was bulletproof. Then last spring, he got a blood test. His triglycerides were through the roof. His HDL was in the tank, and his doctor was blunt. "Mike, your diet's working against you." Mike was stunned. He'd been following all the healthy rules, but his heart was taking a hit. His doc suggested small changes: drizzling olive oil on his veggies, eating salmon twice a week, and adding a handful of almonds as a snack. 6 months later, Mike's numbers were improving, and he had more energy than ever before. His story's a reminder: low fat doesn't always mean heart healthy.
Then there's Sarah, a friend's coworker who went low-fat after a health scare in her 30s. She was all about fat-free cream cheese, low-fat crackers, and those healthy, frozen meals with 0 grams of fat, but a laundry list of ingredients she couldn't pronounce. She felt virtuous, but sluggish, and her annual checkup showed her vitamin D levels were dangerously low, and her blood pressure was creeping up. Her nutritionist pointed out the obvious. Those fat-free meals were packed with sodium and sugar, and she was missing the fats her body needed to absorb nutrients. Sarah started adding avocado to her toast and swapping her low-fat snacks for Greek yogurt with berries. Within months, her energy was back and her blood work looked better. Stories like Mike's and Sarah's show how easy it is to fall for the low-fat trap and how small tweaks can make a big difference. Okay, so low-fat diets can trip you up, but you don't need to swing to the other extreme and start deep-frying everything. It's about balance, choosing the right fats and building a plate that works for you. Here are 6 simple swaps to get you started, all tasty and heart-smart. Ditch fat-free salad dressings. Mix olive oil and balsamic vinegar instead. It's got monounsaturated fats that lower bad cholesterol and tastes way better. Skip sugary, low-fat snacks. Grab a handful of almonds or walnuts, about 10 to 12 nuts. They're packed with omega-3s and fiber to keep your heart happy. Swap skim milk for whole milk or unsweetened almond milk. Whole milk has fats that stabilize blood sugar, and almond milk cuts the sugar load. Replace white bread with whole grains. Try quinoa, brown rice, or whole grain bread to avoid the blood sugar spikes refined carbs cause. Say no to margarine. Use real butter or mashed avocado for spreads. They're natural, nutrient-dense, and better for your arteries. Trade fat-free yogurt for full-fat Greek yogurt. Add fresh berries for flavor. It's got healthy fats and protein without the sugar bomb. These swaps aren't about piling on fat. They're about picking quality over quantity. Think of it like upgrading from a beat-up car to a smooth, reliable ride. Ready to eat for your heart? Here's a 7-step plan that's flexible, practical, and built to last. No crash diets, just real food that fuels you right. Start with 1 or 2 steps and grow from there. Fill half your plate with plants. Veggies and fruits are loaded with fiber and antioxidants that lower blood pressure and inflammation. Go colorful. Think spinach, blueberries, or bell peppers. Add healthy fats daily. Drizzle a tablespoon of olive oil on your salad, toss a quarter avocado into your smoothie, or snack on a small handful of nuts. Small doses, big benefits. Cut added sugars. Check labels and aim for under 25 grams of added sugar a day per World Health Organization guidelines. That low-fat granola bar might be a sugar trap. Eat fatty fish twice a week. Salmon, mackerel, or sardines are omega-3 powerhouses. Grill, bake, or pan-sear. Just keep it simple. Swap processed carbs for whole grains. Try quinoa, white rice, or white pasta for lentil pasta, or whole grain bread. They keep your blood sugar steady. And stay hydrated. Aim for 8 to 10 cups of water daily to support circulation and heart function. Ditch sugary sodas. They're not your friend. This plan's not about perfection. It's about progress. Try one step this week, like adding olive oil to your veggies or swapping your morning cereal for oatmeal with chia seeds. You'll feel the shift. Got questions? I bet you do. Here are the top ones I hear answered straight up. Won't eating more fat make me gain weight? Not if you're strategic. Healthy fats like nuts or olive oil are super filling, so you eat less overall. Studies in the New England Journal of Medicine show moderate fat diets often beat low-fat ones for weight control. Are all low-fat foods bad? Nope. Naturally low-fat foods like broccoli, apples, or chicken breast are great. It's the processed, sugary, low-fat stuff, think fat-free muffins or flavored yogurts, that's trouble. How do I know if my diet's hurting my heart? Get a blood test. Ask your doctor to check your HDL, LDL, triglycerides, and vitamin D levels. Those numbers don't lie. Can I still have butter or cheese? In moderation, sure. A pat of butter on your veggies or a small slice of cheese with fruit is fine. Just don't make it the star of every meal. What if I have other health conditions? If you've got something specific, like diabetes or liver issues, check with your doctor. But for most of us, balanced fats are the way to go. And how fast will I see results? It varies, but small changes like adding healthy fats can improve blood work in a few months, per studies in Nutrition Journal. Look, the low-fat craze fooled a lot of us. It promised a healthy heart, but left people like Aunt Karen, Mike, and Sarah confused, frustrated, and at risk. The truth is, your heart doesn't need a fat-free life. It needs the right fats paired with whole foods and a little common sense. You don't have to be a nutrition guru to make a difference. Start small. Maybe add olive oil to your salad this week, or grill some salmon this weekend, or swap your low-fat yogurt for Greek yogurt with berries. Those tiny choices add up to a stronger, happier heart. Here's your challenge. Pick one swap or step from this video and try it for a week. Maybe it's adding walnuts to your snack routine or cutting out that sugary, low-fat granola bar. Drop a comment below with what you're trying. I'm reading every single one. If you found this helpful, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss more health myths busted. Let's keep this journey going together. Your heart's worth it, and so are you. You don't need a perfect diet to have a strong heart, just a smarter one.